from the fabled East Course at Oakhill Country Club. This is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Alongside Frank Navalo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special. Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
That's a very good beginning on what is certainly not the easiest of holes. It's a birdie 3 here at the first.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Safely in for his par, and he'll remain at 1 under through 2 holes of play. Now a second to this par 3. Yep, well judged there, and it's back-to-back pars following that opening birdie. This up the right side off the tee. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. So that a third straight par after the opening birdie, and he'll stay at -1. Well, this could be good. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. That score moves to 2 under par. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
We turn to Notavigay the third for this look at birdie.
And a very straightforward look here. Down the hill with no break.
Nope. Good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Okay, all yours. Careful, buddy.
All right, so the par 4 7th a bit too tough as he'll walk away with a bogey 5.
That's the beauty.
A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. This started toward the left side. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball.
In my book, that's a good shot. You could really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
The line perfect there, and that's in for a birdie. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh boy, just about flew that one in the hole. Luckily got it to stop. Not a bad shot. That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. May need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. Disappointment there. We'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the green side bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie, and push that score to 3 under for the round. That one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole.
A delicate bunker shot, played beautifully.
4 feet now for birdie. Yes, that is how you pay off a great bunker shot. That's in for a birdie. Okay, that one's dancing. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this should have a little bit of left to right in it, but you've got to be careful not to hit this too hard.
Yeah, what a stroke there, and a most unexpected birdie. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Boy, the putter heating up here on the backside. That's birdies at 14, 15, and now 16, 3 in a row. That is right and way offline.
That hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie. Ten-foot putt left. Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out. How about 5 under par for the day? Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
You know, Frank, you look at that card, 7 circles on there representing 7 birdies. That is some pretty good playing.
Oh, it certainly is, Rich. Fun to watch.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. Welcome in, everyone, to EA Sports' continuing coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
So 9 holes is all we're going to get to on our round today. We'll play the back 9, and we get started on the par 5-10. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
And that in for par, so back-to-back pars here to begin the back 9. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. Just 5 feet left. And he gets that to drop. Back-to-back pars here on 10 and 11 to begin his backside. Solid. A good drive in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
It's about 137 yards to the front, 149 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. that ball went straight down into the heavy rough. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. 7 feet now for birdie. Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This one's looking good.
The mark of a good player is always one that can hit it hole high. That's a good shot.
This from about 10 feet. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Oh boy, that has started way left. And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. We'll see how much that missed fairway is going to cost him this, his second from far back. Frank, if we can use a baseball analogy, I know everyone wants to hit a home run, but sometimes you have to advance the runner. Maybe a sacrifice bunt, the less splashy play.
Yeah, or as they say in golf, the hardest shot is the next one. That lie certainly depended on getting the ball just back in play.
One under for the round. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. A look here for birdie at 17.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it. Oh, he paid that one too much respect. It's not quite that fast.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. All right, in the fairway. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Yes, the touch. Excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances, and for our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. This is EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Navalo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And it's so important to get this one rolling up the slope with just the slightest movement from left to right.
Oh, that looked good the whole way. Very nicely done. And he will finish that off. Nothing wrong with that. A solid par here to get the round started. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up popping into the bunker. that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there. Okay, not too bad there. Okay, no damage there. Back-to-back pars to get the round going. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Deft touch there. Very well judged. Yes, well done right there. First birdie of the round after a couple of pars, and he moves to 1 under through 3 holes. Has this from 170 yards away. This one has a chance to be close.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Well judged there. So after 2 pars to start his round, make it back-to-back birdies here at the 3rd and 4th. And right on the heels of birdies at 3 and 4, a solid tee shot here on hole number 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Nah, that was right all the way. Three under on the day. And that one a little wayward. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough. Yeah, not a great lie, and that's on the green, but with work to do. A look here at birdie.
Yeah, and it's a pretty straight putt down the slope, but it will pick up pace as it gets towards that hole.
Very smooth there. In for a birdie. And that will do just fine. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
So this will be a par as he stays at -4. Well, that's a sensible shot right there. No need to take on an unnecessary risk. There's nothing wrong with walking away from here with a 3. Oh, that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Oh, what a good shot that is. Home in 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank? Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Chance now for another birdie. Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. Got to be feeling good with back-to-back birdies on the card, and this won't hurt either. Another fine tee shot. Maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par. nearly a birdie butt, or is all he'll have to show for it. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh, man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right. Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all
Hey.
round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but it's still makeable if you hit a good one.
That one just gonna sneak on by. That's so nearly a birdie butt. Par is all he'll have to show for it. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Well, this one is looking good. Could it be? Oh, dude, that, just when you thought this round couldn't get better. That goes in from long distance. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Shake of the head there. That nearly a birdie, but they'll have to be content with a par. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Now this for another birdie.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
Yeah, you had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Well, there was a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. And that's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a round of, get this, 61. Wow. Well, that'll wrap it up for us today. We saw a lot of great golf, Frank.
The course was good. It was gettable for some, but, you know, in the end, it really gave you what you deserve, just the way we wanted.
And that'll do it for our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.